bit more on some safe practices whenever it comes to cold temperatures.
Welcome back to Solutions for Financial Independence. Joining me now, John Halterman with Beacon Wealth Management. How are you doing, John?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing really well, thanks. This week we have a question. It's from Casey in Fairmont. She says, I'm deciding on which college to go to and looking at options how to pay. My parents and I have explored everything. Is it better for me to get loans in my name, my parents in theirs, or something else?
Casey, that's such a big topic right now. I mean, because obviously student loans are just becoming so enormous, and students are just, debt ridden with it. And, and a couple of things that I always tell students is, number one, what you have to do, and don't get me wrong, I'm a proponent of education. But what I think the sad thing is that we've been misled to believe that you can just go to school and you automatically make money. And so what you have to really look at is as an investment. What is your return on it? So as an example, you got to look at, if I'm borrowing a bunch of money, what is my potential income that I'm going to get out of it? And a good example of that is that if you're going to go into education, which is a very great field, but what you got to be asking yourself is it better to go to a public school versus a private school? Because what we all know is the income is going to be what the income is. And so you got to look at the pros and cons of what it's going to cost you in the investment of education versus the potential return that you're going to get on it. The second thing, of course, is looking at who's going to get the loans. I would rather see you, of course, be able to work. And I know it's harder. It used to be in the old days, you could go work the whole summer and pay for a semester. That today's probably not going to happen. And of course, parents don't have a tendency to pay for college like they used to. What we're seeing now more than ever is actually grandparents. What we're seeing a lot is when a new grandchild is born, a grandparent's saying, hey, what can I do? Can I drop them $10,000, $20,000 or whatever? So that's common. But if you have to go the loan route, of course, I'm going to always look at lower interest. The one that provides you the lower interest option is going to be the one I prefer. But at the same time, I like them in your own name because it puts skin in the game for you directly. So I'm a proponent of that also.
So kind of look at everything. It's not just a checklist of easiest, a checklist of what's convenient.
Absolutely not. No, because, it would be nice. Easy is always fun, but hey, we got to make sure that it's right for you. And, and again, I would even consider trade schools, because there's a lot of great trades out there, especially now in West Virginia with all the energy business, that you can go out and learn a great trade at a lesser cost and still make a great income. Because I think one of the most modern day tragedies that I see is people going out and getting a degree and never end up working in it and going into the energy business, which was non-related to what they're doing. So why spend that student loan if you're not going to work in your industry?
Definitely a lot to look at, and something a lot of seniors out there are probably looking at right now.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, John. Folks, if you miss anything, you can always find it online. Don't go anywhere. Much more for you after the break.